Hello and welcome to SEO Chess. I'm gonna show you some instructive ideas, and you can perhaps implement them into your game. And they're usually very simple. They're usually very simple ideas that, if you understood, you would be able to utilize them better. The first instructive idea is from Paul Morphy. Paul Morphy understood development way ahead of his peers or the people that he was playing. And some of the scenarios where he demonstrated these ideas were are still sort of valid even up to today. An example was his game against Stanley in 1857. It starts as most games start at that time: e4, e5, knight goes to f3, knight goes to c6, and this is the usual e4, e5 openings. And here, bishop c4, uh, bishop c5, the Italian opening. And here, Pomofy gives a pawn b4, quite popular at the time. Uh, it's still playable today, although a little bit risky. So after b4, essentially, white is distracting black from being in the center by giving him a pawn. There's no point in declining this. Once you are offered this pawn, I think you must take it. Bishop takes b4, and now he goes c3, gaining time on that bishop. The bishop goes to a5, and now a move which steps out of the sort of expectations of reality and expectations of material advantage, especially. So if a person is playing for material advantage in this opening, it can become very confusing. Here, Pomorphy goes d4. This is the main line in this opening. And the idea is that, okay, just like Stanley takes here, Pomorphy gains time to complete his development. So there's many examples where continuous efforts to try and take run into moves like queen to d5 threatening mate, also attacking this side, or queen to b3 attacking f7, and white species easily go into the game like this bishop can go into the game like that. So here, after castles, black makes a very reasonable move, d6, stopping this pawn from chasing away the knight just in case it comes to f6. So here, Pomofi then gets a chance to take on d4. Yes, he's a pawn down, but if you look in the center, he's got these two pawns that prevent black from establishing his own pieces in the center. And Pomofi understood this. He really got the idea of what effect this could have. He wasn't fixated on the material, he was concerned about what the material is doing. He was really one of the first players to demonstrate this in this fashion. And after bishop b6, most people used to start attacks here, which were really not founded. Well, and Pomorphy didn't do that. He had a different approach in this position and started to play a move which later on caught on with everyone, which was knight to c3, developing another piece and demonstrating that white species which were in the game were much more valuable than the material which was temporarily won by black. And I think this is very instructive that he got this idea. Now, what does this mean for you as a player? You might not believe in it, but the best for these kind of things is to actually just play the positions. Nowadays, we have an opportunity to play online. Play the positions online and see what outcomes you get. And if you like it, you might actually start learning a lot more about chess this way.